Welcome back to Storm Alert USA. Today is Monday, May 4th, 2026, and we are tracking a highly volatile weather pattern across the entire state of Florida. As we enter the first full week of May, the Sunshine State is being split by two extreme weather threats: a dangerous severe storm system in the north and a record-breaking heat wave in the south. If you are a resident of Florida, or if you have travel plans to Miami, Orlando, or Tallahassee, you need to stay tuned for this entire briefing. Today, we are breaking down the latest satellite imagery, analyzing the heat index in the south, and looking at the severe storm risk for the Panhandle. We have a lot of ground to cover. To ensure you have the precise data needed to keep your property and family safe, let's get straight into the radar. We begin our report in northern Florida, specifically the Panhandle. A stalled cold front from the north is clashing with moist, tropical air from the Gulf of Mexico. The severe storm risk. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has placed the area from Pensacola to Tallahassee under a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. This means we are looking at atmospheric instability that could produce damaging straight-line winds exceeding 50 miles per hour. The rainfall totals. Unlike last week's dry spells, today's radar shows high reflectivity cells moving through. We expect localized rainfall of up to 2 inches in just a few hours. If you are in low-lying areas of Gadsden or Leon County, flash flooding is a primary concern. The tornado probability. While the tornado risk remains low at around 2%, in the spring of 2026, we have seen how quickly these bow echoes can rotate. Keep your weather alerts on and have a plan to seek shelter if a warning is issued. Moving down the peninsula into central Florida, including the I-4 corridor from Tampa through Orlando and over to Daytona Beach. Convective activity. The sea breeze boundary is expected to fire off mid-afternoon. Because the surface temperatures are so high, these thunderstorms will be pulse storms. They form quickly, drop massive amounts of rain and lightning, and then dissipate. Lightning capital. Florida is the lightning capital of the world, and today, Orlando is right in the crosshairs. We are projecting over 300 cloud-to-ground strikes per hour during the peak of the storms. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Property hazards. The primary threat here is large hail. Atmospheric models suggest that some of these cells could produce hail the size of quarters, which can damage vehicles and roofs. If you have a garage or covered parking, today is the day to use it. Now, let's talk about the most dangerous part of today's forecast for South Florida: the heat. The heat index emergency. While the north gets rain, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Florida Keys are under a heat advisory. The actual temperature is hitting 94 degrees, but when you factor in the 75% humidity, the feels-like temperature is a staggering 108 degrees. Health risks. This level of heat is life-threatening for the elderly, children, and outdoor workers. We are seeing a heat dome effect that is trapping this moisture. Heat stroke can set in within minutes under these conditions without proper hydration. The drought and fire risk. Even though it's humid, the lack of significant rainfall in the Everglades has kept the fire danger index at a high level. One spark in the dry brush can lead to a massive wildfire, sending smoke directly into the Miami metro area. Looking ahead at the rest of the week, this moisture boundary will remain draped over the state. Beach safety. For those visiting the beaches, the rip current risk is high along the Atlantic coast from West Palm Beach to Jacksonville. The surf is rough, and even experienced swimmers should stay near a lifeguard. The Atlantic Basin. We are also keeping a very close eye on the tropics. While hurricane season is still a few weeks away, the water temperatures in the Atlantic are already at July levels. This thermal energy is what is fueling these intense afternoon storms that we are seeing daily. To recap our critical Florida update for May 4th, North Florida, watch for severe storms and flash flooding this evening. Central Florida, expect intense lightning and hail during your afternoon commute. South Florida, stay hydrated and stay indoors during the peak heat hours of AM to PM. Thank you for trusting Storm Alert USA for your weather intelligence. We are dedicated to providing the most accurate science-based updates for the state of Florida. If you found this briefing helpful, please like the video and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get these alerts before the storms hit. Leave a comment below. What is the temperature in your city right now? We read every comment to track local conditions. Stay safe, stay cool, and we will see you in the next update.